Not a lot of people know what's going on, but a lot of the industry in Geelong is actually government backed, and it's become a lot more so in recent years, especially in the last probably 5 to 10, and it's only increasing here from now. So on the left, you'll just see here, Geelong is undergoing significant hospital expansions, and that's Epworth Geelong, so it's one of the hospitals there, while the new Barwons and Children's is being built within the University Hospital Geelong precinct. Construction starting in 2025. Now, so to give you an idea, already that's already been increasing in recent years. So hospitals do actually help create capital growth because you have very high income earners there, very stable jobs. It's government backed and it's always going to be there. So they're actually good for capital growth. You can see already that's increasing there as well. Now, furthermore to that, you've got just on the right here, you can see stage 1 completers WorkSafe staff call Geelong home. So WorkSafe has actually moved into Geelong, and stage 1 was basically a large chunk of the office going down there. Now, that's only stage 1. There's a couple stages there that they're actually proposing, and I'm telling you that's going to go through because it's much cheaper to headquarter an office there, and people can happily live there and have a good lifestyle. So a lot of people are happy to live in Geelong now. Don't get me wrong, some want to stay in Melbourne. That's just the way it is. But the WorkSafe is a very large organisation. I'm telling you right now, when that will continue, and what will happen is you'll have a much more and better diversified, should I say, industry in Geelong that's actually government back there as well. So that's another good thing. To add to this, also Transport Victoria has a fare office that's actually down there as well. They've actually moved quite a few people down there that are also working from home as well. And I mean, you only have to get a train into Melbourne if they're staying at the main head office there too. So, I mean, it's not overly far. It's only about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes from Geelong as well. So all of this is government industry, so it's really, really good for the area. Also, what you should know is there's substantial even private sector and manufacturing job growth actually in Geelong. So this is just literally a month or two ago. You can see here, Geelong is set for a business boom. Wide demand for workers is set to surge. And if you can't quite see it here, but it just says 34,000 jobs set to increase in the Geelong region. And that's just, so Geelong only has roughly about 300,000 or so people in the actual Geelong Barwon kind of region, to give you an idea. 34,000 jobs is around 10%, maybe a little bit more, of jobs that are coming into Geelong. So that is an incredible increase in jobs in such a small little area. Like, I mean, that is some insane incredible numbers that are coming in terms of job growth. And that's not only public sector, that is also private sector that's coming in. And I've said previously, I know a lot of people probably know my views on that. Private sector is very important for long-term higher income earners to come in, because don't get me wrong, the government jobs will always be there, but the private sector jobs, which largely drive a lot of the productivity in this country, are the ones that genuinely improve the underlying demand of, not demand, but only also the income of those people. And they also really improve the actual business, should I say, demand of the area. So it's very crucial for this to be in, should I say, developing markets and developing areas. And that's exactly what's happening in Geelong. You have both government sector and also substantial private sector growth actually coming into this market. So it's great for that. And if you want to debate me on this, all you need to do is look at the GDP numbers. So this is actually GRP numbers. So the difference between GDP and GRP, to give you an idea, is GDP is gross domestic product. So it's basically the domestic income or product of a whole country. GRP is regional product, so taking a certain region into the consideration, right? Now, this is KPMG's Geelong Economic Blueprint report. So you'll see here alone, there's a couple statistics here. You'll see just alone here that you can see on the left, 327.4 population. And then you can see there alone, you've got literally a growth of 2.7% in terms of, population growth. So that's well above your average, to give you an idea. I'll go to the right because the middle one's the most important one. 25% people working grew in Geelong. So that's really important. That's more than the national average. That generally number is closer to your sort of 10 to 15% marks. That's also really good. Most important one though there is your 3.7% gross regional product. Now, between 2016 and 2021, that was generally between 1 and 1.5% on a national average. Geelong was close to 3 times that mark, to give you an idea. So it's done incredible numbers in that period. And if you look at the GRP under that per capita, so that's per person, it actually went over over by 4.8% per annum. That's on average per capita per annum, right? Now, the thing about that is that's in this Geelong CBD. So, I mean, imagine what the inner suburbs and the ones I'm saying that are good to buy and I buy for my clients are doing. They're doing better numbers than this. So that was already triple the actual national average. What about the good suburbs? That's even doing more. So 4.8 and on top of 1 to 1.5%. Imagine what the better suburbs doing. That are doing above 5% for sure, because, I mean, your lower income suburbs are probably bringing this average down. Your better suburbs are bringing this average up. So that's another thing about where the market's at. And the real trump card or gold card of this as well is just look at on the property clock. And this is my own property clock to give you an idea where Geelong is at. So, I mean, if for those that don't know this or haven't seen my episode, go look at the property clock July 2025. This is exactly what's extrapolated to this actual slide, and you'll see Geelong here is right at the 6 mark. So for those that don't know it, 12 to 3 is your downturn, 3 to 6 is your stabilisation, 6 to 9 is your upturn, and then 9 to 12 is your boom, 11 and 12 is your winner's curse. I like the best time to buy is at your 6 o'clock on the property market. Now, Geelong might be now even maybe slightly off this because it's only slightly off the 6. You've got the whole growth cycle ahead, especially in your top suburbs. So, I mean, you can't get a better region to buy than this, especially on timing of the market. So, I mean, Geelong really is your gold card, really, if you don't have as much money to be able to get into Melbourne. It is literally the last affordable location that people should consider buying in. So, I mean, all those reasons, these are all, like, apart from this property clock, people can look at my statistics and everything that I have. This is 100% right. I'm telling you right now. You can't get a better region to buy than this. This is just the fundamentals as to why Geelong's such a good region to buy in.